Hello Ds, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna. We're in Rincon de Loix. We'll show you some updates and some apartment options for short holiday rentals. How much does it cost actually right now at the end of 2023 to stay in an apartment or apart hotel here in Rincon de Loix? Let's go and discover it together. We were about to start our video, but then we spotted this right here. You might not see it just yet, but wait a second. There is a helicopter flying above the natural park. There is a rescue team somewhere there, probably picking someone up. So be careful whenever you go to natural parks for walks, for hiking. Please be careful, because that's what happens when people are not careful enough. We start today's video right next to the private hospital Levante, which is where the vast majority of British and international insurance companies do cover an urgent medical assistance or even hospitalization. You need to bring your passport with you and all medical insurance documents, everything you got. And this is the hospital that will be attending you in the vast majority of cases. They've doubled its size, so all this did not exist before. This is a second building. Right behind it, there is an original one. So it's a double of space. A great hospital here in Rincon de Loix. And first apartments that we will be checking on today, see the ambulance, will be this one right here in front of us. This is an apartment building that was popular years ago. I've seen a lot of families full of luggages coming here, but it's not open any longer. This apartment building, apart hotel if you wish, which is called Buena Vista Apartments, have closed last year and they are fully refurbishing it. They're changing every single piece of it. Main entrance, common areas. There's no even windows out there. This is how it was looking like before, so you could have a slight idea. And as you can see, it's quite outdated already, so it needed desperately some changes. They are putting new windows, cleaning, painting the balconies inside. All the walls are brand new. So this will be insane. And look at this, brand new swimming pool and common areas too. Let's hope it will be open for next summer season. This will be quite an important work. It's the whole entire apartment building they're changing from scratch. Wow, just look at this. All the rooms, they have 0 windows. Well, right now, some of them already do. And there's just everything being redone, all the walls from scratch, everything. The terraces, so even the common areas. And I do feel that this apartment building did need quite a bit of renovations, to be fair. And let us know if some of you have been here, if you've tried it, and if you would return, knowing the big change this apartment building is undergoing. And now let's head to the point number 2. Right next to the hospital of Levante, which is this one right here, and next to the Levante Benidorm Hotel, which is undergoing some refurbishment landscaping work, which is really much appreciated. We'll love good changes. There's the place that people either like or hate absolutely and just go out of here, which is Luxmar Apartments. Luxmar has a very low rating of 3.2 in Google. I've seen a lot of bad reviews on YouTube as well. And when you look at the pictures, which you will see in a moment, they're actually very nice. Pictures are very nice, but the issue comes when people are actually coming here. It's not the same any longer. This is a tall building, a big tower with different types of accommodation options, and this is what it looks like on the pictures, but when people come here, they say it has nothing to do with what has been actually advertised. The price is as low as 25 euros for a night right now for 2 people, and for New Year, they have shocking prices of 99 euros for a night. Even though maybe they will offer some kind of entertainment inside, obviously, but this is slightly too much. This building is located right in front of the famous Hoxton low-cost bar. We love this place. Right now it's closed on holidays, but it's an incredible place to have some breakfast, snacks, some evening coffee, and it's very popular, especially in summer. So Luxmar Apartments need to undergo some refurbishment works too, but so far they're still working. A lot of stag and hen parties are actually coming here, so bear that in mind if you choose it. A lot of couples as well, not with children, so bear that in mind. It's an older, typical place, like typical Spanish design place that needs some love, needs some care and some work to be done, but this is very cheap. It's extremely cheap. So if you need an accommodation and you don't really care where you will be sleeping, what the area and design is looking like inside, so might be a good option. Although there might be people screaming and walking by past very late hours at night because mostly adults are staying here and groups of friends. The next place we'll be checking on is the famous Gemelos 22. How much does it cost to stay here right now in winter months? These are these giant towers right here. Incredible big buildings that on the higher floors have incredible view towards the Levante Beach. This is how some of the apartments are actually looking like. Typical Spanish style. They do have some swimming pools, some nice common areas. The bathroom is also quite clean, neat and tidy. And Gemelos 22 has a rating between 3.8 and 4.2 in Google. Here we have the prices for January, so the lowest is 77 euros, or 74, but the issue is that they only have 2 nights minimum stay. So for 1 night, it's not possible. Simply because these are touristic apartments and clean it all up, take the sheets every single day. It's just not a profitable business any longer. But it's a great place for your stay in Benidorm. The entrance towards the apartments building is really small. It's right behind us, so people can easily miss it. It's not like a big access. It doesn't say anywhere, hey, we're touristic apartments, just says Gemelos 22, and that's basically it. So many people do miss it. Many people don't know it's this building right here, but these are 2 giant towers that right now are almost fully being destined towards the touristic apartments, when before it was half and half. And this is due to a simple reason. It's too much of tourism, it's too much of a hustle, of a noise, and people prefer to have a quieter place. And the company also has purchased quite a lot of these apartments. So some of the biggest shares of these 2 towers of Gemelos 22 belongs to one single company. A lot of the apartments that you see right here in front of the screen and right here next to Dynastic Hotel on both sides, these apartments are also for touristic rental. Not all of them, obviously, and some of them people live throughout the entire year. But if your apartments out here are being rented for short term, and the prices are more or less right here above Paradiso, I think as well, a couple of touristic apartments. These have prices from 40 euros for night, 55 or 57. You can find them on booking.com or on Airbnb website, which are the most recommended to search for singular short-term rental apartments in Benidorm town, not a part of aparthotel. Also, if you go to the websites like these, Booking, Airbnb, you will be able to see by map. If you filter it by map, not by the list, you will be able to see where exactly it is located. Like in this building, for example, it does cost 57 euros per night. 57 euros per night for 2 people in the apartment. That's actually not a bad price. In these buildings right here, there's also at least 1 touristic apartment. Many of the buildings do not allow short-term rentals any longer, especially new of them. So if you want to purchase an apartment here and if you're thinking on it as a short-term rent while you're not living in it, you need to check it before buying, please, because a lot of common neighbor associations sign paperwork so that existing ones could be, but not anymore new apartments available. So only for long-term rentals or for yourselves. Bear that in mind, because some people purchase apartments, they want to put them on short-term rent, touristic rent, and then they see that neighbor associations has absolutely forbidden the short-term rental. So then they are in big trouble because investment was the main point of it. Right here in front, we have a lovely place. I absolutely enjoy these apartments. These are one of my favorites here in Rincon de Loix. These are Halley Apartments by Melia. Incredible place. The design of the apartments is absolutely stunning. It's so comfortable. All the common areas, everything is just such a nice place to be. They have a bar out there, a restaurant part of it. They have some nice great gardens where you can sit down, relax. This is the swimming pool area, how it looks like. There's a lot of green plants, the restaurant part of it. It's such a nice, clean and tidy place. And this is the apartment, for example, although they have also bedroom options. They have different options out there. And the price for the Halley apartments right now for January month, second half of January, is from 29 euros. Shocking, which is an offer, by the way. But usually it's from 40 euros per night for 2 people. And beginning of January right now, it's slightly higher. It's from 49 euros per night. And they have 4.2 star rating in Google, which is actually very, very appealing. I love the amount of green plants and flowers and trees that they have inside. And it's very clean, neat, and tidy place. They actually offer English breakfast, and it costs you less than 7 euros, I think, to have a large breakfast out there. Authentic English breakfast. So I've seen a lot of people heading there too right now. So it tends to be quite busy even in winter. And right here we have some of the street with typical international supermarkets, authentic British, like English type of food, pies, mashed potatoes, etc. Some pubs with sports and entertainment, with drinks, snacks, cocktails. This one is being renovated, the pub. And Halley Apartments overlook directly towards the Mediterranean Sea and the Levante Beach. It's a great place to be. Some more restaurants and cafeterias are also located here. There's a lot of businesses. There's hairdressers, there's aesthetics, nail places, some shops for souvenirs, laundry place as well. Look at that. So this place has almost everything that is needed for your holidays. Here up the hill, there are also some more accommodation options, which is why I always recommend you to open a map. In booking.com or Airbnb, put a map type of form to see all the accommodation on it. And like this, you can move around Benidorm and see the best place where you want to be located. There are some apartments, even 4-bedroom spectacular apartments that cost like 80-90 euros per night, which is not too cheap either if you're a lot of people in a 4-bedroom apartment. Then there's houses, there's villas, there's studios, 1-bedroom apartment, bungalows. There's a lot of different accommodation options from private owners here too, up until the end towards the natural park. So there's a big amount of opportunities for every single budget here in Benidorm. Don't be afraid if you don't have a big amount of money to spend. You will still be able to find something for yourselves. Some more, oh, this is like a dog shop, dog hairdressers. Some of these businesses are for sale. That's actually sad. A lot of them are closed, but mostly for the season. And right here in front of the Server Group Hotel, this one is closed right now. They always close it every single year, which is Hotel Rialto by Server Group. Right next to it, there are some more lovely options. Let's explore them. What would our advice be to choose some apartments if it's not a big apartment building, but if you just want to grab an apartment or an attic or a house here, some kind of accommodation option that belongs to a particular owner, not to a company itself, so it's not like a big business, if you know what I mean. The best option is to choose and check all the reviews, all the comments that people seem to have about this particular accommodation option. If there is something negative, if there is something positive, because even us, when we do travel, sometimes we do see things that we wouldn't like to see, like the air conditioning is not working in one of the rooms, or it's too cold in one of the rooms, or there's something wrong, there's something incomplete in the apartment. So definitely check it out. The reviews are almost everything, the notes. Talk to the owner calmly, ask them if you have message, chat, whatever you can do on the app where you are potentially booking it. If there is barely any pictures, if it's of low quality, be careful with it, because whenever things like these do happen, it might be a scam. So only book on trusted websites like booking.com, on the company website, Airbnb, real estate agencies that have seen the apartments. Don't trust people that you don't know, because they might scam you. Right here we have the Levante Beach. This is a 3-key apart hotels. This is a part of a big chain. This is a reception area, really lovely looking. Some pictures that they have on the website of the kitchen of the apartment type, the common area. This salon, actually very love these. They have a nice design. Probably they've changed it not so long ago, but Levante Beach apartments are closed right now. They only have a QR code right here that you can check out, probably to see the information or when they're opening up back again. So it's not available just yet, but all this is because the main place, which is Levante Club Apartments or Apart Hotel, is open, which is this place right here. Great place with a garden, with a covered swimming pool, with common areas, reception available for you. This place is great. They have several buildings right here, one in front of us and one towards our right side. And they do have a price right now from 57 euros per night, and it's a 4.1 star ranked apart hotel in Benidorm. So it's not a bad place at all. It's actually a good place. And this is how the apartments are looking like. Nice, clean, tidy, neutral colors, great design, everything needed for your stay, with gorgeous views towards the beach from the higher floors of these buildings. And the sunshine, especially to the one in front of us, is the whole entire day long. These ones have closed terrace, the other open ones. This is a great option. They have a reception out here. They have some nice common areas, gardens, and these are several buildings that you actually have. One in front and this one right here, and it's very nice. It's a pleasant place with a reception, with people attending you in case you need anything. And actually the prices, as you could have seen, are not as bad for this particular time of the year. Obviously the new year tends to be slightly more expensive, but if you come here in January, February months, this is something that is actually doable. And we know a lot of people that are actually coming to these apartments to spend at least a few weeks, because it's way less than the hotel would cost. Obviously, if you prefer hotel services, then that's something you would need to do. But if you don't mind, if you want to have some more free time, if you don't need any kind of restaurant, fancy spa, nothing like this, then this might be a great place for you to actually stay in. And it gives you a lot of freedom. You can go out and eat every single day. You have a great choice, and the best place is where it is located. Only probably like a minute straight walk towards the Levante Beach. There's a lot of famous pubs like White Horse. You have Vincent's. You have some more typical places. Supermarket Udaco, which is basically like a Spanish type of brand supermarket. It's not too expensive. It's not like international one where everything costs triple of the usual price. And there's the beach already. This is where the beach is located. So it's just a straight road. And towards the Mediterranean Avenue in city center, you can also go walking. Apart from all the incredible businesses that you can find out here that are still open, even now in a winter, like this one right here in front. Great location of all these apartments. Not bad prices, I must say, at all for this season and for January of 2024. There's a huge amount of apartments and apart hotels situated here in Benidorm town. And it's not only all of them, obviously we've showed you here in today's video. These are some of the most popular ones in Rincon de Loix. These are those that are official bigger businesses, that are proper companies managing it, whole buildings that are destined for tourism rentals. But there's so much more. You don't actually need to stay in these type of buildings, which are slightly more expensive than personal apartments that are from one single small owner. So different prices, as low as 20-30 euros per night, towards as much as you would actually like to spend. So this is a great option and a great alternative. See, that's what we shouldn't be doing. Going with a bicycle by the pedestrian alley. But people just don't seem to care until something bad happens. Anyway, there's a lot of lovely options out here. There's a lot of other buildings situated slightly higher up in the mountain, in the natural park. And the budget depends on what you are ready to spend or not on your holidays here in Benidorm town. Thank you for accompanying us on today's short walking tour, and remember, please do not go with the first booking that you've seen. Please do not book it from some strange websites, from something that you don't really trust, or a person that just put some strange pictures, some cropped pictures, not a good quality, that you don't have barely any reviews about. Read reviews. Don't rush into things, because only like this you will be able to have a nice accommodation option, a true accommodation option, and you won't get scammed here in Benidorm. This not only happens here, every single touristic place is in alert because of that. Right now it happens less and less each year. Oh, there's a big bus coming, bringing tourists to the town. So it's happening less and less already each year, but still the temptation for these type of scammers is quite big. So stay safe, book a nice place, check out the prices, check out the reviews, because there's a lot more to Benidorm than just hotels and apart hotels. Thank you for accompanying us in today's video down Rincon de Loix, and we'll see you in a new video tomorrow with the latest Benidorm news update. Bye, teas.